Your boy Bugatti NYC, and like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Hope everybody's having a good day. This Tuesday, February 4th, 2025. This is the bottom line. Ah, y'all know how we got to do it. Y'all ready? Let me turn the lights up first. Just to make sure that we're good. Y'all ready? I think I needed that more than y'all. You know why? Because my alarm had to let me know that it's 6 o'clock and it's time to get up and let y'all inside so we can do the show. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. Let's get the camera right. We're getting really good at this. We don't even take that much time to spread the camera anymore. It's like, boop, we get there. We good. So, yo, let me just make sure that y'all can see the board. Make sure y'all can see the board, what we looking at right now. I could see it, just making sure. Shed some light on over there. That's right, let's shed some light. All right, y'all, we here, we ready. And like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. We got a lot of exciting stuff to cover this morning. Just being 100 with you. We got a full clip. I had to edit. I'm in here like, oh my God, which story? Like really became a journalist doing this. Had to really pick what stories I'm gonna do because there's so much to cover, but there's so much important things that have to be taken care of first. Like reading the board, seeing what the topics are, and getting right into it. So let's do that without any further ado, y'all. Let's get it. What we got here, y'all? I hope y'all like the artwork. You know, it took me a minute to get this done. Just so you know, I do the artwork myself. Take the time out, you guys. Open the screen up, check it out. Let me know what you guys think. A little bit of intricacies going on in there. All right. So what we have here is we have the king. Today he's being portrayed as President Trump. And we have all of the other pieces on the chessboard here. We got a lot of pawns, and as you can see, they're falling, they're busting out, they're going back, taken aback. Why? Because Trump, tariffs, and the empire strikes back through trade. Yes, like I've been telling you guys all week, it's not necessarily the tariffs that were going to be imposed. It's the threats of the tariffs and what could happen if they are imposed. And just like any other strategic businessman, Trump used the tariffs to his advantage. And it's already starting to work. Let's be real about it, guys. Let's check it out. Who's already fell very early? That was Cuba, first ones to fall. And recently, as of yesterday, we've got Mexico and Canada. When I say fall, I mean at first they said that they were going to give major pushback. They will know we're not going for it. As soon as he puts the tariffs on us, we're going to automatically impose our own. They did that for about one day. Next thing you know, now they all negotiated. So I have to say the tariff threat really worked for Trump. And we gotta be honest about that, guys. We gotta be honest about it. So let's keep on. What does it say here? President Trump and the tariff strategy. Again, he used it as a strategy. As you can see, looks like Sun Tzu up here. Sun Tzu uses strategies. Let's keep on going. Next story. We've got the Fast and the Furious. It's a luxury auto theft ring that's rerouting cars through the shipping. So you buy your car from somewhere, you want to get it shipped somewhere. No. They reroute it and get it shipped to them. Very expensive cars too. I think the last one I saw was about worth $300,000. So yeah, let's check that story out. We got that coming up. We got Chicago mayor. This is the next story. I can't believe this because the Chicago mayor, he says he's planning on using ICE to impose, he's planning on using the police against the ICE and Homeland Security. Yes, he's basically planning on having ICE and Homeland Security arrested. He wants to say that if ICE comes there in a certain magnitude, he's going to have them arrested. I don't know how they're going to work that out because aren't ICE like federal? How are you going to trump federal? No pun intended. Okay, guys, let's get into this first story. This is something that's like late breaking. It's like what everybody's talking about right now. I have to be honest, I really didn't know too much about it. And this is Elon Musk's hostile takeover. And this has to do with Elon Musk taking over the Treasury Department, as well as a lot of financial responsibilities for the United States. Many people are pushing back. And I think I understand why. They feel like he's a genius billionaire and he has too much access to United States money and United States funding, which could be, again, remember that saying we always say that we got from Spider-Man? With great power comes great responsibility. So there's a lot of pushback when it comes to that. Let's get into the top of the story, and then we're going to see what the Democrats have to say about the fact that this is going on, because they don't really like the fact that Elon Musk is in the process of shutting down U.S. aid. So check this out, guys. Good morning, everybody.
Musk and what's being described as a hostile takeover of a government agency. Musk has also been given access to the massive federal payment system, which includes Social Security payment information. ABC's Christian Cordero has the latest on this. Christian, good morning.
Andrew, good morning. Elon Musk accessing the federal payment system and taking over agencies is raising legal questions. At issue is funding already approved by Congress now on the chopping block. Overnight, sources confirming that Elon Musk has been given access to the U.S. Treasury Department's vast payment system. The move essentially puts the government's multi-trillion-dollar checkbook in the hands of the world's richest man, and his message about wasteful government spending has been clear.
Your money is being wasted, and the Department of Government Efficiency is going to fix that.
How much do you think we can rip out?
I think we can do at least $2 trillion.
The official who oversaw the federal payment system has been placed on administrative leave after he resisted giving Musk and Doge officials access to the system, which contains sensitive information about millions of Americans who receive Social Security, tax refunds, and other government payments.
So yeah, that's the area right there that's very sensitive. And like they said, he gave a lot of pushback. The guy, the past administrator, he didn't even want to leave because of the fact that that information is very sensitive. Doesn't feel like Musk should be able to get that information. What do you guys think? Do you think that it's a conflict, or what do they say? Yeah, I got the word right. A conflict of interest with Musk having access to this information, as well as him being in business with his own like businesses like Tesla and what's the other one with the stars and the going to the moon and all of that? You think that's a conflict of interest for him to have this access, as well as all of the access that he has to all of the payment systems? I must say that I know that he's like a lean machine. He likes to chop things up. I've seen videos of him like getting rid of people at work, meaning his businesses. But at the end of the day, it's different when it comes down to the United States. What do you guys think about this? Any opinions at all?
While Musk's team has access, it has not yet gained operational control of the system, and no government payments have been blocked. That could trigger a legal battle since the money is approved by Congress. Musk has also said he wants to get rid of the penny, noting that the 1-cent coin costs nearly 3 cents to produce.
Elon's doing a good job. He's a big cost cutter.
This weekend, Musk also taking aim at the U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID, which is in charge of dispensing tens of billions of dollars in foreign aid. Musk writing USAID is a criminal organization. Time for it to die.
To be clear, in shutting down, which we're in the process of doing, shutting down USAID.
About 100 staffers were placed on leave after the agency refused to give Musk's team access to classified material.
So yeah, what do you guys think about this? I mean, again, access to classified material. Elon Musk has his own businesses, and it could be, not saying it now, like it could be a conflict of interest. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. No conflict, says Gail Harris. How you doing, Gail? How you doing? It's not a conflict? Well, let's see what the Democrats have to say. Let's see if there's any pushback on that other side. Like I said, because you know, when you got one side saying one thing, you're going to have pushback from the other side. So here we go.
As you probably saw, Elon Musk and his crew put a gag order on AID employees. They disconnected them from email, which is putting lives at risk around the world. So we are here to enter the building, and so we can hear firsthand from Whoever is here at AID or at least witnessed firsthand what is happening with this Elon Musk attempted takeover, which
You hear about this, guys? I don't know about attempted. I heard him say attempted takeover. How could it be attempted takeover when the president puts you there? And from what Trump says, it doesn't seem like he's going off of the course with what his plan is. I don't think Elon is just doing things sporadically. I'm sure that they sit and they converse and they say, oh, do this and do that. And then he comes back and he reports on it. But again, Democrats, they're really not liking it right now. And again, I have no dog in the fight. Again, just want to know what you guys are thinking about it, because it is a very interesting topic. At first, I didn't know what it was. I was like, what are they talking about? Why are they worried about this? And then I had the same mind like a lot of people do when it comes down to politics, like, oh, it's not affecting me, whatever. But then again, when you think about the control that they have and what they can do, it might affect you. And we talked about this before. Things that happen at the top can trickle down and it can affect you. So we got to cover it. We got to cover it.
will not stand. We will prevail. Let's go.
This is the time when somebody turn around and be like, then the crown comes on and the shades come on and the cigar come out and they be like gangster. Because I heard that they couldn't get in the building. But let's, let them keep going. So what I do think is there should have been like a explanation on exactly what they were planning on doing. Write it out, make a video, something, explain what the plan is, so certain people do know what they're doing and what's going on, especially when they have access to all of that vital information. And then when it comes down to having access to checks, Social Security and all of that. So again, don't know what you guys think about this, but I mean, it's happening. It's at the top of the story, so we got it covered. And I'm trying to stay very neutral on it. I have no parts in this. But again, from what I heard, they couldn't get in and it really, didn't go anywhere. And also Marco Rubio has been put in control, and like he's the one that's going to be running U.S. aid now. So yeah, that's U.S. aid right there. Yeah, that's U.S. aid right there. And again, a lot of stuff is being shaken up since the new administration is coming in, all of the executive orders that's being put in. What do you guys think about it? There's other topics that we got to go into. I said we got a full clip today. We are ready to go. We got some real interesting stuff to get y'all up, to make your eyes wake up right now. We got some cartel stuff going on where they're using these drones as a threat against Border Patrol. So they really out there setting up, and like it's almost like a little WAR going on right now. I got to be careful in the way that I'm talking. Yesterday, we did really good when it came down to the show, but we got struck because I guess whatever clip that was there. So I'm trying to really be careful in the information that we're sharing right now, because they on to us. We hot right now. We hot. So I still want to keep on doing what we're doing. But I got to go in and out, and you guys got to work with me on this. So hope you guys are hope you guys are having a good morning. Good morning. Also, let me know where you guys are checking in from. Good morning, everybody. Yes, tariffs. Yes, what's that? Hey, don't mind. Can't crack a joke. Yeah, hey, don't mind. Can I crack a joke? Go for it, man. Just save me on the P. Diddy stuff, because I got something on that today. I got something for y'all asses on that today. But you know what I would ask you? Let me know what y'all think about these graphics, man, because I'll be taking a long time to do the graphics, man. Like you can't hold me like this is some real good work right here. Come on now. Who would think of the chess pieces now? Come on, go ahead and zoom in, y'all. Get y'all. Come on now. Go ahead, give your boy a double tap on the screen for the graphics. I ain't even gonna hold you. I do CD covers. That's why we're killing them with the thumbnails. That's why we're killing them with the content. That's why we're raining right now in the morning. and nobody really can rock with us, even though we on live. And then they wonder why we so hot and we so turned up, because it's the bottom line, and that's what we do. That's what we do. Exactly. Y'all know what it is. Oh, yeah. Then we got the haters in the comments. We let them rock out. Then they go crazy, and I get in there and I'm boop, 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 boop. We get them out of there. Then we keep on bothering people to do the double taps to get them likes up. We don't get no snaps on the petrol for the coffee that much, but we don't mind. As long as we get the likes up. As long as we get the likes up, we good. Early morning, y'all can't get mad at me. I'm waking up just like y'all too. So yeah, I'm getting up just like y'all too. So yeah, come on, you can't even throw in the artwork. You know it's fire, good looking. So yeah, let me just keep on going. I don't want to keep on praising myself and tapping myself on the back, because I know it's fire. But again, I gotta stay on point with this. And again, let's keep on making sure that we just can't tell everybody what we doing over here, because we hot. We hot right now. They on to us. And like in the morning time, nobody fucking with us at all. Nobody. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Nice to see you. Nice to speak with you as always. That reporting there from Allie, it was on this show Friday evening, and when Allie said that, I said, "What? Come again? Weaponized drones?" If that is indeed the case, which I'm sure it is, as Allie reports, what does it say about our fight against the cartels and how we can win it?
Great to be with you, Blake. So, of course, that reporting by Ali really shows how the cartels have evolved over the years, how they've been able to increase their communications technology now with these drones that have the capabilities of actually dropping explosives. It really shows how much more these cartels have evolved, and the threat level has increased even more so now. It's not just between rival cartels and the military in Mexico, it's also threats against law enforcement. Anytime there's a credible source or credible threat made towards law enforcement from the cartels, we take that very serious, especially when we talk about weaponized drones, how close that we work so close to the border and the close proximity to these cartels, and how we actually, come across these.
So now I get it, and I know that they mad and it's going down, but I would never think that they would do stuff like this against the United States of America at the border. So now what you want to do is, now that you've been raised up as a terrorist organization, right? Now you want to start doing stuff like this? They asking for it. I can't go too far into it, but come on, y'all. The heat, we got the heat. And I might not even be monetized because of this one little clip right here. But I still had to bring it because it's some heat. Nobody else gonna do this. Nobody gonna sacrifice their joint for that. So yeah. This right here is crazy. What they doing, they're out of their minds. That's how I say it. That's like pouring gasoline on the fire right there. Not gonna go too much further. Let's see if we can get up out of this without getting in trouble. Let's see if we can get up out of this right here, get in trouble. I'm about to go to this next clip. This next clip that we want to talk about, you guys, right now, it's about a San Antonio migrant shelter that's being shut down. They're shut down. They're taking out all of the resources. Can you believe something like that is going on? Y'all got to understand the underline of what I do. I know I'm kind of crazy right now, but there's a message to my madness. I ain't trying to get my channel struck because I'm already getting the, you know what I'm saying? They like, yo, homeboy over there telling everything. He's explaining what's going on. They don't like us. They don't like the truth tellers. So let's just chill out. Like I said, we got the city of San Antonio. They're shutting down a migrant resource center right now. And everybody's really appalled about that, guys. Let's check that out. This is when you try to pour some milk inside the coffee to try to spread it out so nobody really noticed what you did.
That's what San Antonio
so it's not that strong.
says about keeping the Migrant Resource Center open. Well, he and other city leaders announced today that they are in the process of shutting down the facility on San Pedro Avenue, which had been open for more than 2 years.
Katrina Weber is live at City Hall, where a briefing on that subject doesn't make financial sense. That's what San Antonio's city manager says about keeping the Migrant Resource Center open.
Well, he and other city leaders announced today that they are in the process of shutting down the facility on San Pedro Avenue, which had been open for more than 2 years.
Katrina Weber is live at City Hall, where a briefing on that subject wrapped up just a little while ago. Katrina, it sounds like money is the big issue here.
Well, that is the bottom line, but there are some other...
Just so you guys know, that's why I selected this clip, Just because when Katrina came on, what did she say? She said the bottom line. So I had to be like, yo, you know what? I'm good. I was thinking like, should I select this clip? And then she came on and she said it. I said, I'm doing
Well,
it.
that is the bottom line, but there are some other numbers at play, specifically the number of people who are going to that center seeking shelter each day. The Migrant Resource Center first opened back in July of 2022. It was the city's way of housing people under one roof after they arrived en masse from other countries. And according to city manager Eric Walsh, had taken to sleeping in the airport in downtown Parks. At the height of the arrivals, Walsh says anywhere from 1,200 to 1,400 people were showing up at the center each day. Now, he says times have changed drastically.
No longer necessary and no longer needed. We've seen a marked decrease of individuals transiting through San Antonio. And I think we've seen about an average of 12 over the last week per day.
Being a person that's from New York and like that have seen the influx of migrants coming in, and we can actually feel the presence. I have to say, if that's true and it starts to happen in a city like mine, I actually invite it because I miss it. That's the way that the city was. It used to be where you could walk around and really appreciate, the fabric of New York City and really be able to, soak in, the elements and like everything that's going on, the fun, the nostalgia, everything that you really thought about or heard about in the state of New York. When you're dealing with a oversaturation of people, there's like no more time for that. It's like, so much going on that people are just like, wah, 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 wah. You can't even stop for a moment because there's no like room to breathe and anything. Even though we are in a big city and it has been like that for a while, where we always like oversaturated, there still was a little bit of room for us to actually move around and appreciate, the things that the city actually had to offer. Food, the music, the theater, things of that nature. But we can't really do that anymore because everywhere you go, it's like people laying up or scheming on something, or you can if you try, but it's really hard now, especially if you've been here for a while. New people that just came here, oh my God, New York, it's so. But the people like myself that have been in New York for years, we just see like such a change and like the depreciation of the state, of the city. Go over here, y'all. Let's go ahead. Let's see what we got in the comments. We got a lot of activity going on in here. So what we got, y'all? Let's go scroll. Let's scroll. Hope ain't nobody beating me up about the platforms that we getting this content from, because as you can see, I ain't even used Fox one time yet. Waffle Jackson DM says, why not educate us? Don't keep knowledge for yourself. Allison McIntosh says, this old fool made America the laughing stock of the world. DM, we pay them. Obviously, this is 1700s economic policy that you have had plenty of time to educate yourself about. Uh-oh, here go one I can't pronounce, but I'm going to try. Kasudilla 89. Watching News Nation is painting in their way. Reason why it sounds so outlandish, more than likely not happening. We use all platforms over here. I wish y'all could explain this to people that come here that's new. We don't worry about the one platform. We get the information and then we go double check it and triple check it. So that light just sends up a light for us. And then once that light is sent up for us, Kasuhi Dilla, we then make an assessment. So let's not beat up the networks that we get the information from. Let's go double check their information to see if it's the truth. Miss Italy D, DM, how about you explain yourself on Start your own channel and get yourself some likes and views instead of spamming? I'm just saying. Waffle Jackson, DM, how much will tariffs affect the consumer? It seems like we're doing pretty good on the tariffs because, as you can see, it was mostly threats of tariffs, and right before they were implemented, it seems to me as if those tariffs didn't have to go into play, if we really think about it. And RBDTV says, LOL, they want to see if the Don really about that Liz Ife. I gotta scroll down because y'all getting busy right now. Okay, here we go. Shelby, that's right. DM, Folded house, Shelby. Everyone came to an agreement to postpone them. That's not folding. You're talking about those tariffs. If you're overall thinking about it, and I want to say that's why I use those pieces. If you guys are referring to the tariffs, cyber war, you win certain ways. It doesn't have to be a casualty because there's no one physically that's gonna expire. But if you win in your strategy, yeah, that person was right. If we're on sync, if I'm on sync with what you're talking about, that person was right. He did win because he said he wanted to do something. They said that they weren't going for it, and he ultimately, his tariffs actually made it happen. There's only two other countries that we're looking at that still are being stern, and that's China. Actually, there's only one, and that's China. So if you guys notice, it's always been China, just like Kevin O'Leary always said. It's very hard to do business with China. They don't want to negotiate. All they do is jack us. That's all they really want to do. Because we hot over here. They want to try to find out what's the United States doing. Let's knock that off. Man, I remember one time they was making fake brakes, fake brake pads. I heard that when you press down on the brakes, they slide right off. So yeah, crazy. And we got some other stuff coming up right now that I want you guys to really get into because I like to make you guys smile. I like to make you laugh. What we got right here? What do you mean, T? Could you elaborate for me, please? Are you talking about me? Did I say T? Jingle, Trump tariffs wins. We're already negotiated under Biden. Okay. Jingle says those Trump tariff wins were already negotiated under Biden. Destiny Soprano says Trump did say we're going to suffer for a little bit. It's going to go up. Everybody's on point over here. I like rocking with y'all. Please stay on point to the topic because when y'all do that, it flows so well, and just like the conversation gets so just so fire. T. Evans, are they secretly messing with native reservations? That's something to look into. I saw that he just signed one into being deemed as a native reservation. There was one that wasn't written into before. That guy, educated idiotism, if you don't understand the tactics. You're right about that. Jason, if you're fact-checking networks, are there any ones you see that are more wrong than are right from your own experience? Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, so I will say something. So they folded. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna go back and get that because that's what the last conversation was on the top of. Yes, I do find what you just said that some networks. I wouldn't say that. You know what I would say? Some networks are more partisan. Some networks just spew their own rhetoric and like their people just feel a certain way, which is what I'd be trying to fight not to be like. And like have you guys and only one type of person come be at the bottom line because this type of community is there. I would rather it be where everybody can come and argue straight up. I'd rather have the bottom line be a spot where everybody can come and argue their differences. And at the end of it, we can figure stuff out, go through our grievances. And then, because at the end of the day, you can not like somebody, but still be able to understand what they're doing. And like y'all can still be able to live in a harmonious way where you're not bothering this person, they're not bothering you. As long as you're not interfering with someone's life and the way that they're functioning, it shouldn't be anywhere where it's like any anger towards that person or that group. If you're able to live and be healthy and, straight up, what's the problem? Stop hating. Worry about yourself. Real talk. That's the first thing. We worry about ourselves and take care of ourselves. Don't worry about nobody else. But when it starts to interfere with your livelihood and with the way of life, then I understand that you have a pushback. Like what I say when I talk about the immigrants, the illegal immigrants. Because yes, they affect my business. My business downtown, I have a building management business. I try to take my accountants all the time. They always come to the bosses and say, hey, I'll take cheaper. You don't need him. So what would that make you feel like? I mean, come on. I've been trying to do this for 15 years. We've acquired a certain amount of businesses. We really work hard at what we do. I have other people that I have working for me that I want to elevate and put in position that deserve those opportunities. And then you got people that come and they say, oh, I'll take a cheaper pay. And of course, they're going to pay those people that wage. So that's why I always look at the owners of these establishments in two ways. Yes, you're griping about the person that lost their job, but how much was you paying them? How much was you paying them? How much was you really paying them? Oh, they lost their job and all. How much was you paying them? Because if they're illegal, 9 times out of 10, you weren't paying them correctly and you weren't giving them health care or anything like that. You guys do me a favor. That was a lot of talking. They did say I was long-winded. I guess I did find my calling. Do me a favor. Double tap that screen if you guys appreciate the content. Double tap the screen to let people know that we're over here. I got more coming. Here we go. Let's finish this off. And this
Says currently there are 88 people inside the facility, which can house more than 700 people. The federal government has been reimbursing the city for the cost. Still, Walsh says it doesn't make sense to keep it open. The city is taking the first step in closing it by not accepting any new arrivals at the MRC. Then eventually it will close its doors for good. Of the 88 people who are there right now, Walsh tells us that 68 of those people already have their travel arrangements laid out. He says that once the others are taken care of, the center will shut down. And he says that could happen as soon as the end of the week, if not sooner. Reporting live at City Hall, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
All right,
It doesn't make financial.
All right, y'all, let's keep the ball in the air. I got something hot for y'all right now, right off the press, coming out of Temple University. And yeah, this could get your boy in trouble, but it's a hot story. It's only got a certain amount of views right now, but a lot of people are talking about it. So I want to really get into that. I don't know if you guys know about this situation where people are starting to act like they're ICE agents to gain access. So we're going to go into that. Justin Michael, you don't have to feel bad that you want your family safe, both socially but also economically. Massive deportations will continue and we will uphold our laws and illegal immigration. Thank you, man. Thank you for saying that. Who said that? That was dope. Justin, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Shelby Wilcox, more oil in America than anywhere else in the world. You're right about that, Shelby. Drill, baby, drill. Let's get our money up. Let's run our bag up. You know what I always found out? That every time I work hard and put my head down and just grind and just keep on woof, 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 the money, it'll come. Just work. Do what you got to do. And especially if you have the resources and the wherewithal. But don't take my accounts. Amina Ali, hi from Canada. Thank you guys. I love when y'all tell me where y'all checking in from. Lets me know that I'm taking care of the demo and also got to get some of those Canada stories going up. I did some Trudeau stuff the other day. No, you don't really want to talk about him, but yeah, y'all might be another state. So stay tuned. But anyway, Amina Ali, thank you. Appreciate you checking in. Celia HM, I am going to live on the moon. These humans are mumbo jumbo. You know what, Cecilia? You know what, Selena HM? Selena HM? As soon as I can find somewhere to get some air, I might do the same thing. We need oxygen up there, boo. Zach C, we don't need oil from Canada or from anyone else. We can drill here just fine. I want to tell you guys about that too. The reason why people don't drill on their land is because once you extract the resources, they feel as if you're not worth the same value. They would rather spend dollars to buy oil from other places to keep the resources, to just be like, man, you know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, yes, countries do that. They would rather keep their resources and give them money, because you're stronger when you're on the foundation of what you have. That's why. So if you guys didn't know that, I found that out by just doing some research. Think I'm lying? I'm telling you, check into it. Real talk, check into it. But look at this right here, y'all. I'm starting off this story to elevate it to another one. And I'm just going to cheat and just tell y'all straight up and down. I'm going to tell y'all the pump fake that I'm doing because it's important. There's a Temple University student that's been charged with acting like an ICE agent. He's been impersonating them on campus, bothering people, running into restaurants and trying to gain access to halls and things of that nature. He got knocked. But check this out, because I'm sure that this might be a craze that starts on this, And you know how the ice challenge, and then remember planking. I remember a lot of these there's these things that started way back. Planking, remember planking, y'all? And then the ice challenge. And there was so many different challenges that people are doing. This one right here, I hope people don't start to mimic this as a challenge, because people are starting to act like ICE agents.
Tonight, 2 people are wanted for allegedly impersonating ICE agents on Temple's campus. And Joanne, police say one of those involved is a Temple student.
That's right. Philadelphia police, right now, the lead agency on this investigation. One student was arrested so far, and there is a newly released surveillance photo of one of the other suspects. Student prank or stunt for social media clicks or whatever it was. Police here and at Temple are calling this a serious crime.
Reports indicate 2 individuals were impersonating U.S. Immigration Enforcement Unit, ICE agents. At first, I didn't think it was real. I thought it was it's kind of crazy because I didn't think something like that would actually happen around here.
No joke here. Philadelphia and University police are calling it a crime. And they arrested Temple University senior 22-year-old Aiden Stiegelman for impersonating an immigration and enforcement officer.
To find out that it was students who were doing something like this really doesn't make a lot of sense with the culture of Temple, and I'd like to say that they are the exception and not the rule for the mindsets that are here on campus.
Now, how come everybody look like they smiling? All of these kids going like this. I can't believe they did something like this. Oh my God, I wonder how many likes he gonna get. And you know what's weird about this too? I gotta go there because y'all always call me this person. This is some stuff that a certain celebrity would have done when they were a child or in school, and it would have got them kicked out. And this same child might be a multi-millionaire from their ideas and the crazy stuff that they do. This is bad. This is bad. Don't get me wrong. Don't do it. Do not do this, because y'all don't want them silver bracelets. Y'all don't want them silver bracelets. Y'all know which bracelets I'm talking about, right? The ones where they be like this. Turn around. Put your hands against the wall. Put your hand behind your back, please. Then they be like this. This is the last thing that you hear. Watch your head. And you be in there like this. Taking a ride of shame. Taking a ride of shame. But see, the thing about that nowadays, they don't care about the ride of shame. They be like, yo, I wonder how many likes I'm gonna get. Yo. So, but I want you, I'm gonna go a little way back. I want you guys to look at these kids' faces. Even the first kid that was talking about it. And what we need to know is they should not do this. They should know. Look at his face. Damn, why I ain't think of that? Oh man, I should have did that first. Yeah, he gonna get in trouble, but it's lit now. See? Let's go. Let's keep it going, y'all. Let's not get off course.
Like, there's so many different kinds of people here, like the culture. Like, it was just unexpected, and it was honestly really sad to just see, especially like from my background, having immigrant parents.
Police say it all happened Saturday night. Security at a dorm said 2 students wearing shirts emblazoned with police and ICE tried to get into the building. They were denied entry and left. Next, heading to a fast food business on campus. One suspect apparently recorded the interaction.
Not just a small prank, like this is something really serious going on right now.
Surveillance cameras nearly everywhere. University police were able to locate one suspect and the SUV they were driving an hour later. After his arrest, Temple University put Stiegelman on interim suspension. Vice President of Public Safety Jen Griffin said, quote, "This behavior and harassment of Temple community members will not be tolerated. And it's deeply troubling and disappointing to know behaviors like this reportedly occurred on our campus."
This whole thing is going crazy right now.
And I just assumed they thought, hey, whatever kind of notoriety I get out of this will outweigh any of the consequences. And I don't think that would be the case, and I hope that's not the case.
All right, well, take a look.
Why he look like one of the Blues Brothers? Like, he looks like one of the Blues Brothers or something. And I don't even know what the prank was, what he was doing. Like, do you guys see this fool? Y'all see this? Y'all can zoom in on this. I got 2 screens up there. What was he doing? Yeah, right. Everybody got the same question. Let me read some of these, y'all. Let me read some of these comments. Waffle Jackson, come for this key. Brittany and Waffle, good luck with that. Justin, Michael, if Trump want president, I had my plan laid out to just identify as a woman. Yo, you crazy, Justin. Zach C, Damien, they should get charged for impersonating women like Aiden is getting charged for impersonating Is Ice. Justin Michael wasn't. Shelby Wilcox, LOL. Keeps digging. What did they do? Exactly. What did they do? I'm glad it's coming to that question because you asked it for me. Keep digging. Keeps digging. Do me a favor, y'all. Double tap the screen if y'all appreciate the content so I can play the rest of this. Maybe not charged, just shamed. Waffle Jackson, done it many times. I was arrested a lot during the COVID days. What was you doing out here, Waffle? What was you out here doing, Waffle? Damien Loca impersonating immigration. Yeah, but what? What were they doing? Like keeps digging 7 says impersonate ICE and what? Like doing exactly what? What were they doing? Die Hard NC. Nah, impersonating the Fed is a crime. Gender is personal choice. You're right about that. You're right about that. Destiny Soprano said, this is why my family voted for Trump. They were so happy about the illegals being deported. Brittany said, Waffle, they tell you too damn bad around here. Zach C, if the shoe fits, charge him. Damn, we got so many more comments. Let's keep on going. Zach C, them illegals got hella bread to take home. They do got a lot of help. They got a hella bread to take home, but they doing it through the cell phone company. That's what we found out about. Do me a favor, y'all. Double tap that screen and let everybody know we're here. Double tap that screen. Let's go.
Here is a newly released surveillance photo of one of the suspects. You can see a black t-shirt. On one side it says police, on the other side it says ICE. Now, consequences serious for impersonating a federal officer, thousands of dollars in fines possibly, and even jail time if convicted. Anyone with information about the other person you just saw or the other suspects, contact Philadelphia Police or Temple University Police. And I'm sure tonight the parents of those college students are saying, and a lot of people out there are saying, what were they thinking? What were they thinking?
Yeah, I don't think anybody is.
We're live at police. No, it's not funny.
Yeah.
Not funny. We're live at police headquarters. Back to you.
All right.
So they were banging on people's doors, y'all, acting like they was them. And I'm sure that they were maybe some people that were here that were under temporary protective status. Let's just go there. Let's call it what it is. They was messing around with people that were probably here under temporary protective status, knocking on the door, boom, 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 boom. Ice, baby. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't saying doom, 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 doo, doo, doom, doom. Doo, doo, doom, doom. Doom, 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 doo, doo, doom, doom. Y'all, bust it. Doom, 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 doo, doo, doom, doom. I don't want the mic to fall off. But my running man is fire. Y'all lucky I can't do it. And I got a chain on, so yeah. But yo, anyway, let's keep on going, y'all. We got this new thing right here where we got Trump he pauses the tariffs on Canada and Mexico in exchange for border security. So again, all of these people that are in the comments, now we're at the topic at where we're at right now. Why the pieces are falling, why everybody's falling over, even though it's not with a once you fold or you give in to the other side, no matter what you call it, yeah, it's called loss. You lost. That's like Mike Tyson be like this, and he ready to fight you, and you know better. You're like, yo, I ain't fighting you. You win. I ain't stupid, right? You just because you ain't take the boop 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 boop, don't mean that person didn't win. They just won with a threat of dun, 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 and you know what I can do to you. Yeah, you see these mittens? You see these, right? There's been many times where I put these up and people be like, I ain't getting hit with those. Real talk. And I won because I didn't have to fight. There's many ways to win. And this is a win because they're conceding. They doing what he said he want them to do. They doing what he want them to say he want them to do. So yes, my opinion, and I play chess. When you get to the other side, whether it's a pawn moving out the way to let you get by, you still win. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? All right, I'm reading everything here. I'm reading everything because I want y'all to. I love it. Tear me up. Believe what I'm saying. You don't. You do. You do. Shelby Wilcox said, "Get it." Joe DiMatteo, yeah. Leave the scaring of illegals to Tom Homan. Damian Loca. Damian Loca said that's because they capitulated. Ooh, I said that word. They capitulated. Let me go read the dictionary so I can know what it means now. Miss Italy D. Funny as fizz up, Zach. Waffle Jackson, not gonna lie, Zach, that was funny. Shelby Wilcox, I asked illegal to see their green card, then I call ICE. You see the one where they pull up to the Home Depot? You're like, yes, I need some work done on my house. They all get in the back of the truck and they pull up to the ICE truck and he's like, yeah, NSA. Then they all get out. Oh my God. They all get out running. Crazy. But yeah, so far Trump has paused the tariffs because they're conceded in doing, and they're going to go with what he says he wants them to do. So yes, guys, I read The Art of War. I know about war and things of that nature. So that does mean that you win, even if it's not the entire war, you win the battle.
And we do have some breaking news just into us. President Trump now pumping the brakes on a trade war, pausing tariffs on both Canada and Mexico for at least 30 days in exchange for both countries beefing up U.S. security on their borders. Now, the big question right now, what happens with China? The massive tariffs on that country are still set to go into effect tomorrow. Watch.
We have meetings planned, and we'll see what happens. But that was just an opening salvo. If we can't make a deal with China, then the tariffs will be very, very substantial.
And the dramatic back and forth leading to a roller coaster day on Wall Street. The stock market closing in the red in just the last hour. The Dow rebounding from steep declines earlier, but leaving global markets in turmoil. Massive implications on the global stage and possibly for your wallet too. The president says Americans could feel some short-term pain, stoking new inflation fears with higher prices possibly coming on fruits and vegetables, cars, gas, clothes, and electronics. We do have team coverage. NBC's senior business correspondent, Christine Romans, is standing by. But let's start with Yamiche Alcindor, who is near the White House. So, Yamiche, what do we know about this brand new 11th hour deal between the U.S. and Canada? And what will the president be looking for after this 30-day pause?
Well, Ryan, this news is just breaking because President Trump just posted online. He is confirming that the tariffs on Canada are going to be paused, it seems. And he's listing a number of things that Canada is doing really as a concession in order to get these tariffs paused. He said Canada has agreed to ensure we have a secure northern border and to finally end the deadly scourge of drugs like fentanyl that have been pouring into our country, killing hundreds of thousands of Americans while destroying our families and communities all across our country. He goes on to say Canada will implement their $1.3 billion border plan as per Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. So it sounds like he's saying it's his responsibility. He also goes on to say, I'm very pleased with this initial outcome, and the tariffs announced on Saturday will be paused for a 30-day period to see whether or not a final economic deal with Canada can be structured, fairness for all. So that's President Trump.
So when you do business deals, you give them a certain amount of time. And then what you do is you see if they're doing it. We're going to give y'all 30 days. We're going to agree. And if you're actually doing what we're going to do, what we said we were going to do, we're going to continue to keep the tariffs off. It's a way to make sure that the business goes as you guys planned it to go. Do me a favor, you guys, double tap the screen and let everybody know that we're here. Still got a little more meat on the bone over here. Plus, we got a lot coming up with this new situation with the Chicago mayor talking about he about to have the police lock up the Homeland Security. How you gonna have police try to lock up Homeland Security? Do me a favor, y'all. We got some heat coming. Like I said, double tap that screen to let everybody know that we're here. Double tap that screen also to let me know that you appreciate the fact that I be up at 6 o'clock like a loon bringing y'all this content. What we got going on over here with these numbers? We got 47, we got 50. Come on, we can get 80 out of that 257 over there. You know, my lucky number is 80. Once we get to 80, we rocking because, you know, 80s for the ladies, 80s for the ladies. 80s for the 80s for the 80s for the ladies. I ain't gonna be greedy, y'all. I just want 80 out that 240. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna play the rest of this and then we got some more heat to go. But I don't want to stop. I want to keep on going. And the only reason I stop is because I be begging for likes, because that's what let everybody know that we here. And they appreciate the fact that I'm up at 6 o'clock like a lunatic, bringing y'all these clips. Now, let me get down here and read. I asked illegals to see their green card and then they call ICE. I like that. I had to say that again. Shelby there. And then we got Kuhn, man. Other countries saved us from going broke. We would have paid so much for all these imported goods. We rely on them. We do rely on them because a lot of our products are no longer made in the USA. How about start making more stuff in the USA, which would give us more standing, more trade power, and more of our own products being made and appreciated. We actually are pretty good when we make stuff. US steel is a really good commodity.
Just in the last few seconds here, posting online, confirming that he's now going to be pausing the tariffs for Canada. That was supposed to be 25% tariffs. They're going to be paused for 30 days. He also earlier confirmed that he's pausing the tariffs on Mexico for 30 days. Both of those countries, both Canada and Mexico, are saying that they're going to be sending personnel to the border, really giving in some ways what President Trump wanted to him. In the case of Canada, which says that only about 1% of fentanyl comes through their borders, they're saying they're going to appoint a new fentanyl czar, as well as list cartels as terrorists, along with a number of other actions.
See what I'm saying? It worked. It worked. So the people that's in the comments saying that it worked, even if you didn't get a lot, he got everything he asked for. He got them to deem the deemed cartels as terrorists in their country, in Canada. He got them to bring more people to the border to prevent people from crossing, as well as appoint a border czar. That's a win.
But all of this seems to be slowing down what was really an escalating trade war, Ryan.
Yeah, and let's talk about this, Yamiche, because it's a big question as to whether or not this is the beginning or the end. And the president already himself suggesting that tariffs on the EU could come next, the European Union. Could the White House target some other of these top trading partners soon?
It sounds like it. President Trump has made it very clear that he sees tariffs as, frankly, a diplomatic tool to push and force countries to do things that he wants them to do. So the fact that he's already invoking the European Union as being his next target in this shows that he might be putting new tariffs there at some point. It also is interesting that he's saying in the next day or so he plans to talk to the president of China. He's expecting, at least on Tuesday, they were supposed to go into effect 10% tariffs on China. We don't know if those are going to be paused. Right now they aren't paused, but it's going to be...
I wanted to see this. This is very important. We got Mexico, China, Canada, Germany, Japan, Vietnam, South Korea, Taiwan, Ireland, and India. These are the top 10 U.S. trading partners. So far, Mexico, China, and Canada have been implemented with tariffs, and they're the highest on the list, if you guys see. We got Mexico coming in at $466.6 billion. China's at $401.4 billion. Canada, $377.2 billion. All of the other ones are under $2 billion. That's why they didn't put them up there like that. But these are the main ones that the tariffs are going against. And if you think about it in business, I know we're not doing a business class right now, but it makes more sense. He's striking at the head, getting those numbers down. Because you have a better chance when negotiating with these people than you do with these people. Because even if you win here, you're not going to win as much. You want to win big. You want to try to get that. Let's get that red down to like right there. Let's work it out, y'all. That's what we're working on. And again, he said that we're going to bite the bullet. We're going to have to lose some bread in this. I just hope that we don't have to do this for too long. Hope you guys appreciating the content. Let's get some more people in the building. Thank you, guys. Where we at? We at the 56. We almost at the 80. Come on, y'all. Let's keep going.
Interesting to see how President Trump moves forward with this. It's also very clear that the president just overall has been saying that America has been getting taken advantage of and that he wants to use tariffs in a number of countries to make America what he says very strong and very rich.
If you had a lot of money and people want to trade with you and they know that they want to do business with you, the best thing to do is to say, hey, let's negotiate. Just like when you go in the store, if it's a mom and pop. A lot of these corporate companies you can't negotiate with unless it's 10% off because a button is missing or you found a stain. But a lot of these people you can negotiate with, say, hey, give me 10% off of those Timberlands. Can I get like 50, let me get those jeans for $40 instead of 60, And then they work with you. It always happens. So when you're doing business and you got a president that you guys elected as a businessman, expect trade, expect different strategies and some stuff that you're not used to. Why would you be used to it? You're not a millionaire. You don't do business. That's why you hired this guy. At least understand that part.
Ryan.
All right, Yamiche Alcindor outside the White House. Yamiche, thank you for that. Let's bring in NBC's Christine Roman.
I think we good on Christine. We did pretty good right there. We covered a lot. Appreciate you guys over at NBC News. And again, I don't know if you guys noticed, but we ain't hit nothing off Fox yet. We just been rocking and shocking everywhere else. And if you look at the thumbnail again, you see different countries falling, and there are still some standing. Those are those little countries that we have not started negotiating with. That's how strategic your boy is in here. Let's go with it. Let's go. That's why they're trying to they hating on us, because we just too good at what we do, y'all. We just too good at what we do. What we got next coming up? I want you guys to see this new situation where this Chicago PD, I think that's where we at right now, because I'm not even playing games right now. Y'all ready for this? The mayor of Chicago has been given major pushback throughout the entire time when it comes down to Homeland Security and being resourceful and respectable to working with them. At the point to now where he's saying he's going to use his own police department to arrest. Yeah. He's going to use the police department. He's threatening to lock up the ICE agents by saying he's going to have his own police lock them up. I don't know if that's possible, but he's already said it. And we've got a superintendent that used to actually work at the precinct in Chicago who says this idea is ridiculous and they would never be able to do it. But let's just let them tell you, but they tell you better than I can on this topic. Let's go.
And joining us now is former Chicago top cop Eddie Johnson. Hey, I appreciate you so much for coming on tonight. And let's jump right in. Let's start with what that alderman Raymond Lopez was just saying about Mayor Brandon Johnson threatening to arrest ICE officers if they come. What do you make of that? How do you see that playing out?
So if I'm an officer and they tell me to arrest an ICE agent, come on now. And if you're an ICE agent and an officer come to arrest you, I think he's putting these people at odds right now. I wouldn't do it. You have to fire me. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you for having me tonight. I don't see CPD officers arresting federal agents under any circumstances. I mean, they're here to do the job that they have to do. Now, you do know, because of our city welcome and city ordinance, CPD cannot assist federal agents in immigration raids or anything of that nature. However, I just don't really see CPD, although the mayor did say that, I don't see him using CPD to arrest federal agents.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
And as you're alluding to, Chicago is a sanctuary city, and it does limit what Chicago police can and can't do involving undocumented migrants. Give us an idea of what Chicago police can do at this time, and in your opinion, should Chicago police help take criminal migrants off the streets?
Why aren't they? Why don't they want to? That's my question. Why don't they want to take illegal criminal migrants off the street, y'all? Why are they just letting them do what they want to do and like keeping this sanctuary stuff going, being so forceful? Now they're talking about using the police. What's this right here? Merrill, IMO, the ICE agents were itching to get to work, in my opinion. Now I know that's what you mean, Merrill. Nothing. Black people for reals nacism. I don't think so about that. Italio Candessa 81. I literally support the party that was voted in 2020. Meloni. Miss Italy D. My Italian ancestors came here legally. That's right, Miss Italy D. They got it the hard way and they worked their butts off. I got a lot of Italian friends. Where do you think all that liquor come from? Real talk. Every piece of liquor up there comes from my brothers and sisters, and I love you guys to death. Nothing D higher. Hey, what else we got over here? We got Italio Canadese 81. Trudeau's a Sills Notionalist. I'm a Phil's Nashis. Okay, Jose Di Matteo. Bet you voted for True Deals, no? Okay, you guys are going back and forth. Okay. Ooh, Joe D'Amato. Chill out, Joe. Local things, nothing. No, we didn't vote for DEI. We didn't vote for DEI. Joe D'Amato sees movement to the right and cry Hills Nittler. I can't say that. Okay, y'all trying to get me in trouble right now. Let's keep on playing this.
So I'll answer the second question first. In my opinion, yes. If we have illegal migrants in the city of Chicago, they should be removed from the city.
They put an ordinance in play where the police can't help ICE. Doesn't make sense. Also, if the illegal migrant gets arrested and gets out of jail, they don't call ICE agents to tell them to come and get them. I just want to know what's wrong with Chicago and why are they so protective of illegal criminals? That's my only question.
There's just no excuse for not taking criminals out of our city. Now, in terms of what the police can do, they're really handcuffed with this thing because the ordinance explicitly states that they can't assist federal agents in any way. However, what they can do is if the agents run into a problem and they need help, then the CPD officers can go help them just like they help any other citizen.
So help me understand this. For example, if Tren de Aragua is operating in the city of Chicago and, there are concerned citizens who call in and say, we see these crimes taking place, we see the criminal activity happening, can officers step in and make those arrests, or is that stepping on the toes of ICE?
Oh, yeah. So if they are committing criminal acts and that gang is active in Chicago, they are here all over the city. And trust me when I tell you, CPD is arresting them for criminal behavior. So they will arrest them. It's just that they're not going to assist the federal agents. But make no mistake about it. If they commit crimes in the city of Chicago and the CPD officers are made aware of it, then they do take arrest actions against them.
We see Tren de Aragua now active in all 50 states. How big of a problem is it in the sanctuary city of Chicago?
Well, they're here and they haven't established a foothold. And some of the reason why is because, of course, the established gangs here just won't allow it at this point.
But that's only for this point. Once they got a foothold, they haven't established a foothold in Chicago when it comes to the Tren de la Agua, right? But what happens is once they have resources that those other gangs want, they start to, oh, you know what? Let's go get it from them. Let's go work with them. And then they start to establish a foothold because those resources that they have are necessary for those other gangs. So we got to be real careful with it. What they're trying to do is get them out of here early, get them out of here fast, and strike quickly. Because once they start to make an impression and make a foothold, we have a real big problem with trying to get rid of them. And now they're trying to actually break down into other little small sessions and stuff like that. So we got to really be careful with this. I really don't understand what's going on in Chicago. Mayor Adams has his own issues with his litigation, as well as the situation that he had with being indicted. Now that he's okay with Trump, you see all of that stuff is being reversed. Also, you see New York, yes, we're a sanctuary city, but our mayor is more open to doing what ICE and Tom Homan is asking them to do, which is open the doors, and when somebody's illegal, get them up out of here so we can send them back. Notice I've said nothing about Abuela. I've said nothing about old auntie. I've said nothing about those people. I'm only concentrating on the illegal migrants that's hurting people, SA against children, all of our celebrities and all of our major stars like DMX. I don't know if you guys know, but they died because of fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? All of these major people that we love so much. I'm going to just say it. If it was just the regular, they might have still been here. And I don't mean to say that in a disrespectful manner or to try to disregard anybody's family members or anything, but our people that are addicted to certain drugs rely on those drugs to actually be able to function if they've been under that umbrella for so long. So for them to get something different from what they used to and take them out, we've lost a lot of major people to all of this fentanyl stuff. So when it comes down to that, I believe in being strict on the border, and those criminals like that, get them out of here.
Are here and they're active, and they are on the south and west sides where we have the most activity in the established gangs here. But they haven't caused significant issues, but CPD has arrested several of them for criminal activity.
Eddie Johnson, really appreciate the context and information, your perspective tonight. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for watching.
I told you guys about this other situation that's going on. I don't even know why, I feel bad for this guy, but when you look at all his other cars, you're like, man, this guy's loaded. This is the one we was talking about when there's the Fast and the Furious luxury auto theft ring that's rerouting cars. I'm talking about this one car was worth $300,000. Man, I can't wait till I get to the point where I could buy a car for $300,000. Woo! You know what though? You know me. Y'all already know me. Be like, Bugatti ain't even gonna buy no car for no $300,000. Nope. I'd rather have the money. I'd rather have the money. I do not, $300,000 and wind up like this guy? Nah. Even if I had the insurance, if I had the wherewithal. But then again, that Corvette looked kind of crazy right now. So I don't know. I mean, if I get a couple of billion, 300,000 ain't gonna mean so much. But this guy right here, $300,000 car that he bought from down south, rerouted. He's never gonna see this car again. I think it's out of the country. What you guys think? I think they did some Fast and the Furious stuff. Oh, what's the other one? Gone in 60 Seconds. You guys remember that movie with what was his name? Nick Nolte or one? Not wasn't Nick Nolte. Not Kevin Costner. Was it Nicolas Cage? That's why I got him mixed up. I think that's the name of the movie. It's called Gone in 60 Seconds, where they were taking people's cars. And yeah, check this out. This is something that's late breaking. The reason I'm saying it is because a lot of these cars are getting shipped overseas in like in these shipping containers. So if you ever lost a car, it might be overseas somewhere. Check this out.
Now in just one station, a Michigan man becoming the victim of a high-priced heist when the luxury car he ordered from South Florida was delivered somewhere else. A thief rerouting the pricey Rolls-Royce.
After seeing our story of a similar steal, the victim contacted 7 News, the reporter who broke it. And Sheldon Fox is back with us tonight with details on this new investigation from Miami Beach and this exclusive. Sheldon.
Hot car, Craig and Belkis, from South Florida to Texas to Michigan. The car crimes keep coming.
I buy it online. I talk to the dealer. We do the deal.
A raw deal for Nadir El Damouni.
The car is $300,000 car, Rolls Royce, done.
He and his business partner bought this Rolls Royce in South Florida. They arranged to have it shipped to El Damouni's home near Detroit. But in what's become a familiar story, he never got his fancy car. He thinks it was stolen after it was picked up on the 17th from Miami Beach for transport. How does it make you feel, Nadir, that you would spend that kind of money on a car like that and never get it delivered?
I feel not safe. I have a G-Wagon over here, a Rolls Royce Phantom, and I have a Lamborghini.
He planned to add his new Rolls to his impressive collection of exotic rides. He reached out to us after seeing our recent reports on other luxury auto misadventures.
I see you in the news, and I see somebody stole his car.
We now have the car on the flatbed. This is Steve Phelan, Monday. After getting his Ferrari from the Miami police impound. Days earlier, he told us his newly ordered sports car was redirected to Miami, even though it was supposed to be shipped from New York to his native Houston. He and investigators believe thieves somehow changed the transport order and stole the car. It was later found abandoned.
And thanks to you guys, we know exactly who he is, and maybe that helps authorities.
Phelan says our stories featuring accused auto thief Zakria Khan allowed him to ID the man seen receiving his stolen Ferrari, arrested last summer before bonding out of jail. Khan awaits trial for several car crimes.
So he told me maximum 3 days it's going to be delivered.
El Damouni thinks his Rolls was ripped off in a similar way. Miami Beach police responded to his complaint and say they're investigating.
Woo! Got him. 300,000. As y'all see, he had a couple of other Roses over there too. He had the Rolls, he had the G-Wagon, and he had the Lamborghini. Woo! What car y'all? Which one y'all want? Y'all want the Rolls? Like, which one we gonna drive today, y'all? We gonna drive the Rolls, or we driving the G-Wagon, or we gonna drive the Lamborghini? Which one we gonna pull out today? We gonna be like, then pull up to the light, blast the music, put the windows down, even if it's freezing outside, just to show off. Come on, y'all know y'all would definitely do that if y'all had any one of those cars. Come on now. Go through your old neighborhood, tell everybody, kiss my grits, kiss my ass. Local thing said Justin Facts. What up? What up we got here? Waffle Jackson. Diddy cracks never had an answer to why Barry O ordered 65,000 of hot dogs from Canada. Oh my God. Justin Michael, it's going to be a great 4 years. It's going to be a great 4 years. George got a lot to say, but let's get into it. George Tejada, unfortunately, you have to go that far to get things done. If the shoe doesn't fit, you don't worry about it. Look like El Salvador then sent out the whole military and changed this country. Trump is the boss. That's what he said. We got Zach C. Completely fair. Don't commit a crime if you don't want them kicking your door in. Reggie Graves. It's all about the show for him, and y'all fall for it. Who you talking about? Trism? Y'all talking about Trump? Talking about Trump? Local things. What's good? What's good, Waffle? Waffle said yes, local. Ufan named Brandon. It's not hard to figure it when you see Podesta, Obama, and all of the Clintons talking about the same things in emails. Call it what you want. George, unfortunately, you have to go that far. Okay. Local things. Mel said something about you got poor education. But we're not talking about nothing on the topic right now, y'all. Maybe this will bring y'all back together. Because if you lose your ID and somebody finds it, I think y'all will be wanting to know, where'd you get my identification from? Where'd this big box come from? And is this like a bigger situation leading into something else? Y'all already know at the bottom line, we cover small stories because they may not be getting the promotion that they need. And this is something that will educate us moving forward. So I want us to know about stuff like this. This is a situation where there was boxes full of identification, checks, and bank account information found in a Kent count in Kent, and it could point to a crime ring. So yes, I want you guys to stay up on scams, up on what they're doing about cars, and how people now are very intricate about trying to get you for your money. It happens every day. Your car, your house, your health. Now they want you. Now again, they've already been doing like ID theft, identity theft, but this is something that's just crazy. Imagine somebody call you like, "Oh, I just found your ID. I just found your checkbooks. Where'd you get it from in the first place?"
Molly and Preston, the owner of that security company, says he contacted Kent Police as soon as he realized what exactly he'd been handed. He says it smacks of fraud. And if there are victims, he wants them to get help.
But this is the first time something of this magnitude.
Tima Woods and his team of security officers have seen plenty of crimes play out where they are hired to patrol, but this haul of documents is especially alarming.
Hold on, this stuff has sensitive information. People's addresses and social security numbers and license plates numbers and credit card numbers.
All these items were handed over by a man who lives in an apartment complex in Kent, which the security company is assigned to patrol. The tenant said the financial records were dropped off and he didn't want them in his unit any longer.
He claimed some of his friends came over, left it, he just wanted out of his apartment, and he said he had no idea what was in it.
Wood says there were lots of holes in the tenant's story and the records were highly suspicious.
IDs, social security cards, we're finding that, passports, which raised the alarm. Are these victims human trafficking? Because this person's from Singapore.
A stack.
You see the small story you don't pay attention to. Did you hear what he just said? Why they identify? Why they don't have the identification? Why are all their laptops there? Where all these people at? Yeah, we be digging over here for a reason. Please stay on point, y'all. Pay attention. Don't get caught up in the comments. There's a reason for the treason over here. Check it out. Going back to it again. Listen to what he said.
Passports, which raised the alarm. Are these victims human trafficking? Because this person's from Singapore.
A stack of laptops were included, as well as checks for thousands of dollars that appeared to be replicated, and multiple driver's licenses with the same man's photo, but different names and addresses.
In my opinion, it has to be connected to a larger ring because there's no way one person came across or had all this in their possession.
Woods has been in contact with both the Kent Police Department and the FBI and has asked both to get involved.
Oh yes, because I had to go through. It's like is my information in here? The type of stuff that I found. I was like, this is insane.
So if you guys are in Kent, yeah, or not even just Kent, because we don't know where those people where they at. They're from Singapore. If they came in illegal over the border, we don't know where none of them people at. Local things. How many John Deeres do you think you are plowing fields in China? 2. Justin Michael, Reggie says this man is only doing it for his show and we have smooth brains, yet he's been watching for the last 20 minutes. It's the TDS. Sylvana Buzink, and why are there different passports not on the people who own them? Thank you, Sylvana Buzink, for paying attention to what we're doing. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, Noah says Trump. I know he was trying to say Trump didn't strike back with tariffs. He's upped up the economy with like every other country is doing retaliatory tariffs. Do you not understand how much that's going to cost you personally? Again, sir, it's not costing us nothing so far because the tariffs have not been implemented, Noah. Noah, I understand you and we appreciate your comment, and that's why we have this platform here. But I also want you to understand, and please tell me if I'm correct, and there's been no loss so far financially. If anything, he's using it as a threat, as a strategy. And so far, a lot of these other countries have already given in and given him what he wanted, so he does not have to put in those tariffs. And he's given them 30 days to make sure that everything is going smoothly, and then there's going to be no tariffs for any of these people, any of these countries. Refined, peace. What time do you start in the morning? I start at 6 o'clock in the morning, y'all. That's why I always be begging, so y'all give me them double taps. Hopefully you guys appreciate the content, because there'd be a lot of people in the building. I don't ask for money, no snaps on the coffee or nothing like that. But since we have a lot of people in the building, I do like you guys to double tap, because it lets other people know that we're here. And then that lets YouTube say, hey, this guy's doing pretty good. And they appreciate me. I hope you guys do. If you don't like the clips, you don't like the association that we have for the community to discuss these topics, I understand. And like you said, you've been watching for 20 minutes. You don't want to be here. I'm not forcing you. Don't make problems inside the in the comment area. I'm the worst troll. I'm the worst joker, and I'm a beast at moderating. Y'all don't even notice, but there's already a couple of people already gone, because I saw them taking the stories other directions. I love you guys being here, but when you get caught up in the rabbit holes and you start fighting amongst each other, I got to get you out of here. We got to stay consistent, because we about information over here. I do have a bottom line. So let's keep going. Now, the next story that we got is this community who calls for Tiffany. Yeah, Tiffany Henyard, to finally remove her. And I think that this lady has been in power for too long. So anybody in this lady's county, in her city, y'all need to run for office and get rid of Tiffany already. Too much drama, too much fighting going on. It's too much. And every time you turn around, it's either her fighting with her boyfriend or a situation where they're complaining about, possibilities of hiding money or allegations or something like that. So yeah, at this point, the Thornton Township really needs to go ahead and get rid of Tiffany. And the community is calling for it at this point.
Escalate over the allegations of mismanagement in the South Suburbs. Local officials and community members are asking the state to remove Tiffany Henyard from office.
Move comes days after a brawl broke out during a Thornton Township meeting. WGN's Emmy Victor joins us now live with the latest on that. Emmy.
Well, Ray and Micah, this was a packed Zoom call. At least 300 people joined today to discuss Tiffany Henyard. And these are people who say they are tired of her and they were appalled by Tuesday's fight.
I'm not even in Thornton Township, and I'm tired of her. And y'all should be tired of her too.
So they're now calling on the governor and other state officials to remove her from office.
This evening, the fallout continues from a fistfight at a Thornton Township board meeting earlier this week. Hundreds of people joined a Zoom meeting to call on state officials to remove Tiffany Henyard from her 2 elected positions, Thornton Township Supervisor and Mayor of the Village of Dolton.
So I plead to... So this the mayor. I don't know why she look like she's straight up for Love and Hip Hop. Or this is y'all mayor in Thornton Township? I mean, there should be some sort of a dress code or something. Who's gonna take that person serious right there? And honestly, just looking at that, it tells me that you're not finished. You're not finished showing off. You're not finished trying to be young. Were you a Barbie? You're a civil worker. What are you doing? So we already know there's something extra going on here. You can tell. It's like she about to be like, dun, 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 dun. Like she about to be on Love and Hip Hop, for real. And she's the mayor. And she's got a high executive position down there. They must really love her. They must really love her.
Dolton.
So I plead today, alongside everybody involved, that the governor and the state's attorney give the people what they already said they wanted. And that was for them to step up and remove this so that it doesn't go on another day.
In a call to action letter, the Village's Board of Trustees called Tuesday night's fight disgraceful.
All those in favor say, you go.
The brawl started after Brown called Henyard an expletive. Henyard and her significant other were among those in the brawl. Henyard's lawyers say she stepped in to break up the fight. Since taking office in 2021, Henyard has been at the center of controversies.
Do y'all see the change? Look at 2021's Henyard. She had on a blue jacket, all civil looking, and got the people behind her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a total different person right there. You guys see this? That's a different person from, what's the name of that movie? I forgot. But yeah, she looked like one of those girls from the Valley, up to date, like a black Barbie or something. But now look at her. Like, she's changed a whole lot since 2021.
Since taking office in 2021, Henyard has been at the center of controversies. WGN Investigates uncovered Henyard and her allies billed more than $100,000 on lavish travel and meals to taxpayers in Dalton. An independent investigation conducted by former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot concluded there was a pattern of unchecked spending.
And that's all we've been asking for. Accountability, transparency, doing the right thing.
Some residents say they've had enough, and if Henyard won't resign from her positions, they want the state to force the matter. In June, we asked Governor J.B. Pritzker if that was even possible.
The reality is that there are already two pretty significant investigations going on, and so we'll support them in every way that we can. But it's really just a matter of, do you want everybody running over each other in those investigations, or do you want two concerted efforts toward getting the facts?
Today's Zoom call participant.
And that was the Sanctuary City mayor. That gives you an idea of what he gonna be doing. Because if, we already know, governor, that's the governor of Chicago right there, guys. And we already know the type of pushback that they're getting, that they're giving with the new administration. And they're just being really hard. I think you guys need to really evaluate your government officials in Chicago and start getting some better people inside of your government. Real talk. Okay, what we got now is the Department of Justice. They're charging a former senior federal official with conspiracy to commit espionage. Didn't put that on the board because them bots gonna scrub that, and then the next thing you know, we gonna get knocked down. So I didn't do it, but I just wanted you guys to see it. And these are some of the middle stories that we tuck in. If you guys notice, we get pretty deep with these stories. If you pay attention, there's always some meat on the bone. I always find something and say, hey, and you guys get it. That's why I like you guys to come in, so we can have this community to converse.
Former Fed official Steve Leisman's got the details. Steve.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventure.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's get that up out of here. We got to do the commercial. Got to let it go. There we go.
Thank you, Melissa. Yes, the Justice Department just the last hour charged a former senior Federal Reserve official with conspiracy to commit economic espionage. The justice says a 63-year-old John Harold Rogers is alleged to have passed, quote, sensitive trade secret information from the Federal Reserve to co-conspirators in China. Rogers was said specifically to solicit briefing books for governors, proprietary data sets, and sensitive information about FOMC deliberations. Apparently, he printed this info out or sent it to his personal email in violation of Federal Reserve rules in preparation for trips to China. Rogers allegedly made false statements to the Federal Reserve's Inspector General about accessing and passage of this information, as well as an association with co-conspirators. He worked as a Fed senior advisor in the Division of International Finance from 2010 to 2021. These alleged actions ran from 2013 to 2025.
So we have a very sensitive situation with somebody that's a senior official inside of government that's selling information to China. The same way Bob Menendez just got charged and just got convicted last week to 11 years for doing the same thing with Egypt. A lot of these people are corrupt, a lot of them.
In the indictment, it says that's even after he left the Fed. The Justice Department says the info that Rogers passed was, quote, economically valuable. They went on to say that the data provided could allow China to manipulate U.S. markets. He provided info, quote, under the guise of teaching classes. The indictment cites two unnamed co-conspirators who the indictment says worked for the Chinese intelligence apparatus and presented themselves as graduate students. He was paid.
All right, that's going to be enough on that. Not trying to get in trouble and but I think you guys, if y'all want to get into that story, y'all can do a little bit more homework on the DOJ, who charges the former senior Fed official with conspiracy to commit espionage. The same thing, like I said, that Bob Menendez did last week. and he got 11 years for it. This right here is another auto situation. It feels like my buddy Gene's situation. He's been telling me about his car. So we're going to get into this next story in a minute. But y'all got to look in the underlining situations of a lot of these. There you go. Please, pleasant gift. Very deep. There you go. You got it. You caught it. I like that. You caught it. Pleasant caught it. Pleasant caught it. Pleasant caught it. Reggie Graves, meanwhile, can't even get eggs. Going back to COVID days with empty shelves. Okay, well, we got MAGA back in business. We got It's the Freaking CIA, Miami. And then we got Shari Should Have Tagged You, Miss Italy. Then we got Lasagna Gifts. It's a Fact. Conspiracy. Yes. Keeps It Digging 7. He said the C word. Conspiracy. Miss Italy. I read to it and thought you were referring to okay, sorry, you gotta go. Gotta go. I seen you doing that too much. I'm gonna break up that conversation over there. So now you ain't got nobody to talk to about that nonsense. Ain't nobody talking about no Little Dirk up in here. Nobody's talking about Little Dirk. Trump's AI generated bodies and outfits are pathetic. Well, what else we got? Reggie Graves, the chicken I raised, the susceptible to bird flu too. All right, so let's go, y'all. Here we go. We got to keep it going. We got to keep it going. We got some more in the clip. Y'all, if y'all with me for this long, I appreciate y'all. I want y'all to see this other one. If you guys understand the depth of the stories that we get into and why, and understand that you as a human being have to look a little further into it. Again, don't worry about the platforms. We come here to commute, get the information, and then we come up with the best assumption on what we plan on doing, on the best ideas. We try to think. We try to make the best. We try to come up with the best answers to the most problems that happen. That's why we gather information. That's what we do.
News New York investigation. Picture this. You bring your car to the shop and they hang on to it for more than a year and a half, racking up thousands of dollars in illegal parking tickets along the way.
That is the reality for a Brooklyn man, and we found out that he's not the only one who says that his car was held hostage. Here's investigative reporter Tim McNicholas.
Hey, my name's Tim. I'm a reporter with Channel 2.
What happens in this garage stays in this garage. The sign even says so.
They don't want to give me my car.
But Louis Dennery didn't think that applied to his Ford Flex. In April 2023, this retired custodian says the car he'd worked so hard to afford was damaged in an accident and towed here for repairs.
This is Louis Dennery. He's been trying to get his car back from you guys for more than a year now.
At the time of the crash, it was called A9's Automotive, but the shop's Instagram page had already been directing people to follow our new business page called State to State Automotive. About 2 months after Dennery's accident, the state approved an auto repair license for a new LLC under that name. The name on the sign later changed too, but Dennery says he still dealt with the same people and problems.
The excuses talking about, it was a delay on the parts, this and that there. And then the guy talking about, well, he wasn't here, he had death in the family.
So basically what they did was they changed LLCs while his car was there. And it's not, he doesn't have a big voice, so we giving him a voice. That's what we doing.
The owner of it, and nobody knew where the car was.
But the city's finance department knew.
These are tickets I accumulated.
They mailed Dennery more than $2,000 in fines for illegal parking near the shop at Atlantic and Nostrand Avenues.
God, no, I didn't know who dirt.
Do you think you're going to get it back?
I don't know, sir. But if the Lord got a hand in it, I'm going to get my car back. I'm going to get it.
In August of last year, a judge ordered State to State to pay for those tickets.
Where's this guy's car?
But this man, who claims he took over the shop and towing operation a few months ago, says he doesn't plan to pay.
You don't know where his car went?
Back in October, Dennery says he learned the shop workers moved the car to this lot near 86 and Foster. He says he tried to take it back, but the tires were flat, the car wouldn't start, and a truck blocked the exit. Court records show the lot owners have been trying to force State to State off their property for at least 3 months.
I just want to ask you, you don't have to ask me nothing.
The man at the shop wouldn't tell us his name or much else, but when we walked away, he confronted Dennery about storage fees.
I'm not paying no storage. I don't care what you say. I get in the company.
Records show Geico gave the old LLC, A9's Automotive, $6,000 for repairs, and Geico says someone cashed their check. But state regulators say the company didn't even have a proper repair shop license at the time of the accident. 4 Better Business Bureau complaints also say A9's kept cars for months, and Sarah Lee Ramsawak says State to State is doing the same thing to her.
9 months later, I don't have my car. They won't release my car, even though they received full payment.
Because I think about that car, and I said, I'm gonna fight for that car. But the man upstairs gave it to me. I'm gonna fight for it.
State regulators say they already hit State to State with 1 violation notice for failure to issue an invoice on repairs on an Audi Q5. It's going to be on there. It's going to be on there for free. After we left the shop, we drove to that lot at 86 and Foster and saw someone had somehow moved Dennery's car to the exit. He got a jump start, filled up his tires, drove his car home for the first time in 20 months, and then called us.
And I really thank you for everything. You and your partner. You have a blessed day, sir.
So there were repairs done to the car, but
I don't know if you guys noticed, but they did offer the cameraman $1,000 not to put that on TV. I give you $1,000. You don't put it on. I give you $1,000. It's my business.
free. After we left the shop, we drove on an Audi Q5. It's going to be on there. It's going to be on there for free.
He said, I'll give you $1,000. He's like, no, it's going to be on there for free. No, it's going to be on there for free. So many more people can be warned about the type of shady business that they're doing at State to State. What we got? Nemesis 1, expected confidence vote in a few months. He's pure garbage. Who y'all talking about? Okay, the border czar Harris, who never went to the border. Okay, y'all. And there we go. Y'all been calling me this guy for months, for weeks. Ever since I've been coming on this channel, I've been getting Kanye West. We go in there. We go in there. Come on, let's go with the jokes, y'all. Let's go there. We got the Kanye West. We got the Wesley Snipes' son. We got Diddy. We got all these jokes that you guys be calling me, right? And I think it's funny as hell. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's funny. I love it because look, when you laugh, it gives you energy and it makes you feel good. So you know what? Instead of getting mad, I roll with the punch and I joke right back. I might go to your page and laugh on you, laugh at you. But the reason I'm doing this next story, because I want y'all to know, I'm not Diddy. He's in jail. Matter of fact, he just got taken to hospital from jail. So look, I'm in the crib doing all this stuff over here. You know, I'm doing all this. Yeah, he locked up. Thanks for the love. Appreciate it. You guys appreciate the content. Let's double tap to get these people out and let them know what we got going on. Like I said, I'm not Diddy. Look at the profile. Not Diddy. Not Diddy. Not Diddy. All right? Like I said, Diddy has been taken to hospital from jail. So check this out, y'all. There's nowhere in the world I'm Diddy if I'm in a hospital. So stop it. If you think you're gonna make a profit.
Jail in Brooklyn. P. Diddy leaves the Metropolitan Detention Center jail in Brooklyn. New reports say he was taken to the hospital for a few hours last week to get an MRI. We're just now learning about this though because
I do not look like this person at all. All right? I'm stopping it right here. I do not look like this person. Y'all just don't be having nobody else to say. Say, yo, Bugatti, you're a handsome guy. Don't be calling me these other people. Just tell the truth. I don't look like these people.
because Diddy was taken from the jail late at night, actually using the cover of darkness to keep his trip on the down low. So what do we know about this trip? We're going to go through everything we know so far, plus a little more. We're actually going to sit down with Dr. D. Wayne Hendricks, a former corrections officer.
Personal cause. I mean, there's so many different conversations that are happening before a decision is made to take him or someone else high profile in that building out before they did that. So
yeah, so he been taken out at nighttime. I ain't playing that whole thing. Law and crime, give y'all props. Hope I don't get no trouble for what I played already. But I need y'all to know, I'm not Diddy. He was taken to the hospital last night because of something. I don't know what it was. But wouldn't you want to get out of jail for a while? See, hugging on a teddy bear. Maybe his daughters and them came to visit him. I don't know. They didn't go into that. But the bottom line is, I'm not Diddy. I'm not Kanye. My name is BOOGOTTINYC, and this is the bottom line. And like I always tell you guys, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Why don't you subscribe to the channel so we can run these numbers up and let everybody know that we here, we are forced to be reckoned with. Check out another video. Also go on over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com, 2 G's, 2 P's, and get yourself some merch so you can look like your boy with the big drip stuff on and get it popping, rocking and shocking. Until tomorrow, y'all already know how we do. Get 'em! 1.